Welcome back to Let's Play Nice Guy in Dragon Age Origins. So we're really nice, but not very competent, and we're getting completely killed by these dark spawn here in the courtyard. Sort of, because there's a bunch of them over there. Let's try and head for those, for that area. Why? Because I don't want to tangle with those archers up there if I can help it, but it seems I can't help it. They're all going to attack me at the same time anyway. So let's have Alistair sort of up front, Liliana in there, Morrigan there. Hailstone's more or less where he ought to be.
An order.
What Alistair went in there when I specifically told him to go there, I don't know. And now, of course, Liliana's charging. Typical Liliana idiot. She is really kind of stupid when it comes to fighting. She's supposed to be an archer, but she just loves digging out those daggers and charging headlong and getting killed. We've got no sense of strategy or tactics here. Basically, I gave up the minute I realized I'm not going to be able to keep those guys out of it. I just don't see any way I can possibly win this then. And here comes the Revenant, and we're basically going down. I've already given up, to be honest, which obviously is... What? I thought he was immune to frost. Apparently not. Well, that's useful to know, though obviously this isn't working in the least. And that was me hitting the reload key. It's just impossible for these four guys, to be honest, to take on all those enemies at the same time. If I could take them just a few at a time, I might have a chance. Which obviously is silly. I mean, they would all attack. It is sort of this sort of maneuvering is the way I won last time I played this, but it is silly. I will have to admit that. Okay, we've got. I think shield cover is probably a good thing to have, and then we're gonna see maybe if we can sort of move somewhere into the. Yeah, well, those archers can see him, but the people over there don't notice him yet. Well, something happened. Okay, fall back, Alistair. No, not into the tree, idiot. Let's see what's happening. Yep, they're coming down the stairs.
All right.
Fine. See if maybe Adelstein can stop that archer. See the Revenant and others, are they doing anything? No, they're just standing over there. And they got interrupted. I hope Liliana and others are now actually doing something. They aren't? I specifically told them to attack. Maybe when the whole position thing was on, they just thought it was a good idea to disregard that order. Of course, Adelstein does much better if we can attack them more or less from behind. Also, since there are many of them, dual weapon sweep might help. Or it might not. Now what? Oh yeah, that should be alright. Crucial thing is Ailstar and Alistair must not now charge forward. They must hold their position. Leliana, stop that! Whoever gave you the crazy idea that it should always be the archer's job to charge forward, you know, mindlessly. That is madness. Alright. So this time we got all the archers. We don't have to worry about them. So it's now just going to be the Revenant and the other shambling corpses they've got all over there. And you might have a chance this time. It is of course ridiculous that they just didn't notice that these skeletons were charging down the stairs, although being undead they might, well, who knows what the undead are thinking, you know. So let's see, still think it's a good idea to have Alistair up front. He might not really need shield cover, to be honest. Might have more use for that that stamina doing something else. And they keep charging forward because they've not now been told to hold their positions, which means they prefer to run back and forth endlessly. See, this is also what I'm not really... It's not that I'm not a fan of sort of this old school sort of third person type role-playing game. I do enjoy them, but I'm no good at them, and I always just keep fighting with the AI to try desperately to get my guys to do what makes sense and what I want them to do. Okay, turn off the whole position thing. Is the Revenant actually still holding back? In that case, it might be a good idea for the Alistair to hold back a bit too. See, this way, of course, it's not hard at all. Fighting two of them at a time, healing in between. Well, I shouldn't say that, because since I've been stupid enough to turn off hold position, they're all going to charge. But if we now just wait, heal up, at least get our stamina back.
I'll do it.
Can't save because apparently we're still counted as in the middle of a battle. But we're getting a rest at least. Okay, maybe if we pull down here.
Yes.
Nah, it seems to be hard to avoid battle here.
Very well.
Yes, of course. Ready!
Rapid Shot is active, Song of Valor is active. Alright, so Alistair can't heal, but let's see what can we do. There's a shambling corpse over there. What if Morrigan and Liliana and perhaps even Ailstar switches to bows and open fire on them.
I am ready.
And then of course Alistair plunges headlong forward. It's just, he likes doing that, doesn't he?
All right.
does actually have a bow like the others. So let's have him fire as well. Like this time, the shambling corpse is charging and the others aren't doing jack squat. Now what's Liliana doing now? She's decided to charge again, hasn't she? Hold your frigging position, Liliana. Okay, here we go. Let's switch to shield and stuff. Also, let's have Ailstar can fire his bow a bit longer. And so, well, apparently Liliana and Alistair got pulled in. Although Alistair was planning on closing the distance as fast as he could anyway. Let's try vulnerability hex to make him as vulnerable as possible. Ailstorm probably be more effective in close range anyway, so have him charge. Alistair and Liliana still basically lying down apparently. Crippling shot is always good if we can make it work, if she doesn't get interrupted, which apparently she does. And wow, Alistair's down to half health already, and the Revenant looks like it hasn't taken any damage whatsoever. So, oh, come on! Is Morrigan seriously wasting her spells on that shambling corpse over there? That's insane. Okay, apparently he resists that. Oh. If somewhere in there, he might be able to use Till's Whip to sweep on both of those. Poor Alistair's about to get himself killed, and okay, he's now at 28 out of 211 hit points. Really, if the tactics work, he should now be using a health poultice. No, he just dies.
I will not falter.
Yes, you will, Ailstorm, because you can't fight that Revenant all on your own. Ailstorm, I mean, Alistair can't even hold him off. What are you gonna do?
You will not fear me. As you wish.
Yeah, she's just getting knocked down all the time. And we're dead. Wow, that Revenant is tough. He's wiping us out single-handedly, basically. Everybody else, we got to sort of trick them into attacking us. And they didn't pose much of a problem at all. But that Revenant, he's a bastard. I guess if I can babysit Alistair a bit more. Maybe remove the silly. He doesn't really need the threaten. He gets attacked anyway. Definitely does need the shield cover. He should use his stamina for stuff like shield bash and shield pummel instead. And we'll change to bows. That goes for most of the party. If you're hearing that drilling noise, and I apologize for it, the only thing I can do about it is not record, because Yeah, just
What is it?
cause. Alright, so let's
On
everybody
my way.
aim for that guy.
I am your death. Blast.
He'll be dead before he even reaches us.
Make him be praised.
That's a lot of fluff. Will be done.
Okay, the other guy's coming. Same story.
You should run while you can.
There comes the third guy. And the Revenant will be left all alone.
Alright, back on it is then. Make him be praised.
I think we even got out of that without taking any damage. We can save. Now can we take on the freaking Revenant? He's all alone. Our entire party is at full health. Can an entire party of 2 rogues, stupider they are and with fairly crappy stuff because they don't loot things and people, can they take on a single Revenant? You'll get to see in the next episode. Until then, go in peace and live and let live.